What happens when you seek out professional help, yet this individual that you're married to is narcissistic and emotionally abusive? Still, you want to stay in the relationship. And the person says to you, there's no hope. He can't change. Hello, I'm Dr. David Hawkins, director of the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute, and I have 5 things I want to share with you. The first is that kind of counsel is not helpful. And so if someone says to you that a narcissistic individual can't change, that's wrong. I mean, it's just wrong, because everyone is capable of changing under the right circumstances. Now, does everyone change? Of course not. Is everyone motivated to make changes? Of course not. So I'm not saying to you that every professional who decides not to be secondarily abusive, I'm not saying that they have to look at you and say, oh, there's all kinds of possibilities. I don't know. There may and there may not be. But we need to be open to the possibility that change can occur, because everyone, even the late stage alcoholic, the late stage drug addict, the sexual addict, the food addict, whoever we're talking about, we're all capable of making changes. Okay, point number 2. It's all about mindset. If I tell you, you come to me for help, and by the way, I get calls all the time. And our client care team gets calls all the time from women who have said, you're the only one who says there's any hope for change. That astounds me. It frankly astounds me, because we have programs filled with women who are recovering from being traumatized. They're dealing with trauma. And our men's programs are filled with men who are motivated to one extent or another to overcome patterns of narcissism and emotional abuse. You can tell me that that just isn't true, but I'm telling you it's true. So mindset. So let's start from that place, that we're all capable of changing our minds. Now, it takes some effort, of course. Oftentimes it takes something called an intervention, which we will talk about here. But under the right conditions, people change. Point number 3. The key is to understand what is happening. What is happening? So as a clinician, what I must do and what you should expect is that this clinician will fully understand what is going on, examining the marriage system and the family system, and should ask questions like, what efforts have been made to intervene into these destructive patterns? The patterns of narcissistic abuse, the patterns of emotional abuse. What efforts have been made to intervene, to confront, to disrupt these entrenched patterns of thinking and behaving? So the clinician should take a lot of time to fully understand what is going on, and you should walk away from that experience saying to yourself and to that person, you get me. You get me. You have the right to expect that. 4th, if an intervention, structured rocking of the boat, if an intervention has been tried, what has the impact of that been? If an intervention has not been tried, by the way, intervention isn't all or nothing. It's not like either you divorce or you stay. There's all kinds of steps, and we explore those with people. What is the beginning intervention? What's an intervention that occurs even within a person that can lead to systematic and systems change? And are you willing to explore what steps can be taken to disrupt the marriage system? You've likely already begun that at some level. You've likely already pulled away emotionally. You've likely already begun to confront bad behavior. You've likely already read a lot about emotional abuse. You likely understand covert emotional abuse, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde syndrome. So this can include disrupting the marriage, it can include disrupting the family. More and more, we're seeing adult children of narcissistic and emotional abusive individuals. So point number 5, then. This can be a step-by-step approach. We're not talking about leaving, divorcing, ending the relationship, especially if you're saying to us, I want to do everything I can to save this marriage. Then we're going to help you do everything we can to save this marriage and bring about change. Intervention is my favorite word. I like collaboration too, but intervention. The past is the best predictor of the future unless there is an intervention or interventions, and then the future doesn't have to look like the past at all. All right. If you want a listening ear, if you want to stay in your marriage, stay in your relationship, and you'd like some help in doing that and doing it well, and you'd like to explore what else can be done to bring about substantial change, we're all about that. We will help you explore possibilities, and the future can be very encouraging. So call our client care team. They're ready to answer your questions. Always click on the link to subscribe to future videos, and we look forward to helping you explore possibilities and making things clear. All right, take care and God bless.